standards. But you got to change your tolerance. And that's why I was going through niggas like crazy. Can't fuck with it. Nope, don't like it. Don't like this. Oh, this outweigh this. Got to go. New nigga me, please.
What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles, where breaks are normally 15 minutes, but child, over here we break for 1 damn hour. Shouts out to the 2 Live crew. Child, I see you. By far the best damn chat on YouTube, honey. You better ask someone about this 2 Live crew. Oh, and shouts out to the Bush Gang. Hey, Bush Watchers. What it do, Bush Gang? Shouts out to the Replay Gang. Hey, Replay Gang. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you let us know in the bottom of the video that you're Replay Gang in this thing. So myself and the 2 Live crew definitely know it's real. Hey, you guys. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday to you guys. I hope y'all are feeling good and doing great. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over here in the damn break room, y'all. Oh boy. Okay, y'all. Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all see the title. Okay, we got a different mommy in the break room today. Okay, this is Luvd by Erica. If you're not familiar with Luvd by Erica, it's on YouTube. She's a YouTuber. She's associated with Damien Cryer, the Cryer family. She is his baby's mother. Okay, she had a baby with Damien Cryer. Was it early 2021 or late 2020? Somewhere like that, child. I didn't got so confused. But she and her and Damien Cryer broke up. Okay, her and Damien Cryer broke up. And then one moment, you guys. Let me put my phone on mute. Her and Damien Cryer broke up, and now she is pregnant again by another gentleman by the name of the Mucker family. He has a YouTube channel as well. His name is Rakan Mucker. And all these people live in Houston, y'all. And I said, well, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. It was a lot with Erica when her and Damien got together. And they went through their very short-term relationship. And out of that relationship, develop a baby. And an eerie, similar situation with now Rakan Mucker. She got with Rakan. Very short-term relationship. And then she got pregnant. Okay. So if you've been keeping up with these channels, you know that when Damien and Erica parted ways, indefinitely, finally, I'm going to say that finally parted ways, Damien went on to start dating another lady by the name of Baebay. I believe her name is Latoya, but her channel is called Baebay. And she and Damien, just like Erica and Damien, started doing couple videos together, pranks and this, that, and the other. And the only thing with Latoya is she didn't become pregnant. Okay, Latoya did not become pregnant by Damien, but she definitely was in a relationship with him. And then their relationship soon after it started, they separated. And then Latoya and Mucker family, in my opinion, just kind of like out of nowhere for YouTube, now they're a couple. So Damien is by himself, Erica's by herself with a baby in her belly by the Mucker, and Erica's baby here too soon because Erica hasn't had the baby yet. Baby daddy is now with LaToya, which is Damien's ex-girlfriend. And I just said, yeah, you go down in Houston, huh? Okay, y'all. That was just a little quick synopsis, okay? So we're going to take a, Erica has decided to do a series, okay? Because Damien has spoke on this situation for quite some time. LaToya and the Mucker family, Rakan, have spoke on the situation. Erica was the only one that was kind of quiet. Well, understandably so, because Erica's been having complications with her pregnancy. Okay, so she's been kind of quiet, but I think she went into the hospital. Maybe it was last week or the week before last, and I think she had to have a saccage, if I'm not mistaken, to kind of keep the baby in her sack until it was actually time for her to deliver. So I guess in that time, sis said, well, since I'm just sitting here, on, bed rest, basically, let me go on and get my coin and let me tell y'all the real damn story, or the story from her eyes, okay? So let me go ahead and speak to the people. What's up, Miss Nerd Girl, LaToy, Shay Gray, Sun Rose, Brown Sugar. What's up, sis? Hey, Miss Bellamy. You off work today, sis? Good. Hey, LaShay, Mars XO. Miss OKC, Black and Bougie, Miss RJ, Walk, hey Walk. Oh, y'all coming on in, honey, 717. Oh no, I'll be on. Hey, Miss Butterfly, all kind of exchanging bodily fluids with them. 717. I'm telling you, sis. I was looking for the reactors because you all seem to walk people through the mess. Well, we can basically, walk through. You normally watch my jazz reactions. Okay, well, thanks for coming over for some Love by Erica commentary. I've been waiting to hear your commentary, TMR. Catch ya. It's taking me a minute. You said Mucker is canceled. Okay. It takes me a minute. Erica decided to draw this out in a series, and at the end of the day, get your money, sis. Okay. But we definitely are going to talk about it. One thing I will say, what's up, Monica? One thing I will say, what's up, MB, is that, based off what we're going to hear two recordings. We're not going to actually listen to the commentary part of Erica's video because Erica really went through, explaining how her and Mucker all got started, okay? So we're not going to necessarily go through that part. We're going to go through the audio recordings that Erica recorded of conversations with the Mucker and also conversations with a woman named Janelle. Janelle and one of Janelle's friends. I'm just going to say best friend. Janelle is actually the woman Mr. Mucker was messing around with Eric when he was dealing with Erica. However, from my understanding, Mucker basically told Janelle that Erica is basically his YouTube girlfriend. For some odd, forsaken reason, this Janelle woman, we don't know who she is. We don't know what she looks like, who she is. I'm just going to assume, believe that. And I was like, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I made a video recently talking about. Okay. So hey Jasmine, hey Bree, hey Tawana. I don't know who Mucker was. Yeah. So we're gonna listen to those two audios because I think those audios are important. Okay. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I definitely would appreciate it. But this is what I really want people to focus on. A lot of you guys may not know who these people are, okay? But at the end of the day, I think a lot of women and men, but most are women because I'm a woman, so I'm going to speak from a woman's perspective more so than a man. I can't speak from a man's perspective because I'm not a man. But I think a lot of women can relate in some type of way. If anything, if you take anything away from this video, you will definitely understand to realize or know how to notice red flags when you see them, okay? And also what I think women, the takeaway in this is just because a man talks real good to you doesn't mean that you need to jump in his bed soon after, right? Like women really need to understand that they definitely are the prize, and it should be allowed that men should pursue you and work more harder for you than you would ever work for him, okay? And that's my personal feeling. Now we've all been in a situation where we didn't cried and screamed and hollered over a man. A lot of us didn't chase the man before. We're not gonna sit up here act like we ain't never done that, because some of us have done that, right? But even after you've done that, and especially if the situation didn't play out the way you wanted or needed it to play out, and you end up looking like a fool, you go back to that thoughts of when you did run after that man, and you seen that running you did really did you no good, and you wasted your time. So at the end of the day, time is very precious, okay? And your heart is even more precious than time, okay? You can't allow a person to treat you the right way if you're not presenting yourself in that way. One thing I've also learned in dealing with relationships, what you don't do is you don't go into a relationship, a new relationship with a man, and telling him all about what the old relationship and what went wrong in that relationship. Since that don't have anything to do with that brand new relationship, you're dealing with a whole new man and a whole new situation. What went on in your previous relationship really shouldn't be the conversation when you're trying to get to know a man. Because a lot of times people will take that and use it against you, right? And I think from my observation of watching Erica for the past couple of years, I've been watching her, I think that's what her downfall is. She gets into these relationships and she tells the new man all about the old relationship. And I think a lot of times these men don't really take her seriously or take her kindness for a weakness, and they end up walking over her. Again, that's my observation. Creole Bae, Janelle Nasty and Triping Cuz, who jumps from one man to their ex's baby mama man. Baby, I've never seen anything like it. You know, in my opinion of Creole Bae, and again, you only can love who you can love, right? You love who you love, you like who you like, you're attracted to whatever. But even with all that being said, out of all the men that, in my opinion, that Creole Bae could have been encountered with, it's like, why would you choose to be with the man of your ex-boyfriend's baby mama? Like that was just very like backwoods to me. It just seemed like all the men in Houston. Creole Bae is a nurse, so she definitely comes across people every day, not even on social media, but just in her profession. She comes across an array of people daily. Like, how did you get asphyxiated on your ex-boyfriend's baby mama's ex-man? Like, that was very weird to me, okay? But anyway, y'all, we've seen very weird things on the internet, okay? Now, Damien responded to the video, but backed off. Oh, okay, did he? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really be too much here for Damien's conversation. I don't know. It's just something about that man that just it's kind of weird to me. I'm not really here for a lot of his yeah, it is trifling, LaShonda. I'm not really here for a lot of his conversation. I'm just not. But you know, let's get on with the video, because I'm going to react to both the videos. But let's start off, which in my opinion, based off what Erica said, is how this all got started. Before we do that, we're going to read Walk's comment. Truly, Creole Bae don't have any shame in her game. She is disgusting, thirsty. She a woman with many miles on her coochie. Not many miles on her coochie. Woo, boy. Okay, Walk. Sis, tell me how you really feel. Oh, goodness. Damon seems like an old man tricking off young women, Jasmine. I'm telling you, sis, that man, since I've known of him on the internet, he's been with, three or four different women within like a 3-year span that's on the internet. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's giving thirsty to me. Okay, let me put faces to these names. Yes, Nikki B, let's do that. So let me go ahead and pull up Erica's series 1 video, okay? And in Erica's series 1 video, all right, so this is Erica. And in her series 1 video, Erica basically, how she met Mr. Rucker is he's a realtor, right? So Erica was looking for a place to live. And what I've noticed about Erica since she's been on this internet, this girl moves a whole heck of a lot. Like it seems like every 6 months she's moving. But she explained that a lot of where she was moving to were Airbnbs. They were empty Airbnbs that she was renting. And then she settled in on a place that ended up being Rakan Mucker's brothers, one of his rental places. And that's where she just moved from. And now she's moved into another place. Okay. So this email is basically the email that kind of got her started with Mucker. She basically said in this video that he was very nice and his sincerity in this email and his constant reaching out to her is kind of what hooked her in. So let me just say this. In my experience of speaking to realtors, it's their job to be overly nice to you, right? That's their job because they make a commission off sales from you. If you be it you rent, you buy, whatever, they make a commission, okay? And as a realtor, because we know there's a lot of realtors in the cities that you're living in, they're all competing for your business, right? So he sent her, after she reached out to him, he basically sent her like this follow-up email. And he said, "Hey, Erica, it was a pleasure speaking with you. When you get a chance, please create a free account here." So he left the Credit Karma link because Erica told him that she has bad credit. Okay, she has bad credit because from a divorce, because Erica's been divorced before. Okay. He said, "That way I can have an idea on what's pulling up on your credit. Let me know what credit score and let me know what credit score it has for you. What's your channel?" So in the process of her speaking to Rucker, I guess she was telling the man her income. So she tells him, "I do YouTube. So I have YouTube is a part of my income." He said, "What's your channel? I would like to subscribe and or send followers your way." And again, I guess that was just being nice. Me personally, if I'm a realtor and I'm trying to sell you a home, I don't necessarily really need to know your social media. Like I don't need to know that, right? Because to me, now we're mixing business with pleasure. Okay. So again, to me, that's a red flag. Because what you need to know my social media for, sir, I just need you to either rent me a house or sell me a house. And in her situation, she was trying to rent a place. So I just need you to rent me a place. I don't need you all in my personal business. Now, notes. So then he said, these are the notes. You want an apartment for under $1,000 a month. You want a 1-bedroom as soon as possible. Areas. Doesn't matter as long as it's safe. Job. YouTube. Money varies, but last check was $1,095 and willing to pay a full lease. And she has $20,000 in a savings account. So Erica basically said, "Look, I got $20,000 in a savings account. I do YouTube. My money varies because as we know, or if you don't know, as a YouTuber, you can't predict your money every month because it's based off views and how your videos hit every month." And but she says, "I got $20,000 in a savings account." Okay, girl. Now, this email was sent May 1st of 2020. So Erica basically said, based off this email, is kind of what started their short-term romance. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys that. Okay. Let's get over here. And it is a mess, a whole damn STD mess, if you ask me. Oh Lord, Erica has me annoyed too because she is messy to keep having babies for YouTube. Jasmine, at just $1,000 a month. Yes, she can. Now, Erica, basically in this video that I just showed you guys, Erica also wants to clarify with you that was 2 years ago. So she basically wanted to let you know that that ain't the money she make now. Okay, that was the money 2 years ago. But I was like, girl, what about your child support? Now I don't know. No, May of 2020, she hadn't had Dion yet. Because I don't think she had Dion to the end of 2020. So she couldn't necessarily add in child support for Dion. But if you guys don't know, Erica also has an older child. She has 2 boys right now. Cam is the oldest, and then Dion, which is Damian Cryer's son. Okay. And then, so after May of 2020 is when she started getting into this relationship with Rakan Mucker. Okay. So in her getting in this relationship with Rakan Mucker, soon after they got into this relationship, Erica mentioned that she was at his house one day, and I guess he wasn't there or something to that effect. And she went onto his TV to watch a Netflix movie. And when she pulled up the Netflix movie to Netflix account, she noticed that there was an account for his daughters, 2 of his daughters, and there was another person's name who had a Netflix account or an account on the television, and it said Janelle. So in her mind, she's like, well, who the hell is Janelle? So she said when she seen Rakan, she asked him, who is Janelle? Well, Rakan said, that's my cousin. Okay, he said Janelle was his cousin. So Erica said at that moment, she's like, well, wait a minute, why would your cousin need to have an account over here at your damn house? Okay, that was one of the red flags that she decided to ignore. However, that's how that went. Well, when the shit hit the fan, Erica was at Rakan's house one day, and Janelle shows up. So when Janelle shows up, Rakan goes outside with Janelle to talk to her. Erica's still sitting in the house with her baby, trying to figure out, why has this man been outside so long with this woman I've never seen before? Well, in the meanwhile, Erica decides to go ahead and go outside. Like, okay, well, who is this woman that you out? Because she said when she looked outside, she could tell that they were arguing. So she's like, well, why is he arguing with this woman? So Erica goes outside, she approaches them, and she finds out that this is Janelle. Okay. And Janelle, she's like, oh, so Erica's response to her was, oh, you're the cousin? And Janelle started laughing. She said, no, I'm clearly not his cousin. And then Janelle shows her a ring. Now, mind you, this whole time, Erica's standing there looking at Rakan and Janelle. And she said when Janelle shows her the ring, Rakan and Janelle both were like quiet. They didn't say anything. So Erica was just kind of like, okay then. So I see what's going on here. So she goes in the house, started gathering her things, and says that she gets her baby in the car, and she eventually leaves and goes to her place. Well, she realizes when she got there that she left her camera. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is kind of a similar story from Erica when her and Damian was together. She was over there with Damian. They get to arguing. She leaves, and she realizes when she got home, she left her camera. And I'm thinking to myself, for you to be a YouTuber, sis, why you keep leaving your camera at everybody's house that you're arguing with? I don't know. So she tells Rakan to either mail her the camera or the next time he's in the area, because I guess he gets his hair cut down the street from where she lived at, to let her know, and she'll meet him somewhere to come get her camera. So I just wanted to give you guys that. When I peep the first lie, I'm out. I don't get this nonsense exactly. Why is she bringing her kids to the men's houses? Well, you fenced her, I guess, because she don't have a babysitter. So y'all got to remember, Erica was living in Houston, but she's actually from a few hours from Houston. She's from like the country part of Texas. That's like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours from Houston. So she was in Houston with no family, no one, right? Her mom and them don't live nowhere near Houston. I think she's from West Texas. And so she didn't have anybody to watch her kids, I guess. So I guess she felt like, well, I really do want a date. So I guess I'm gonna have to take my kids with me to the date, which is definitely, it's, as she can see now, was a no-no, because here you didn't got Cam, especially Cam, the oldest one. Here you got this boy now, now looking in yet another man's face that you're no longer in a relationship with. Just like she brought Cam around Damien. And Damien ended up putting her and Cam out in the middle of the night when he got mad because Erica wouldn't be quiet. And then she gets over here with Rakan Mucker, and now she got to leave that house abruptly because his woman then showed up. And Rakan is telling Erica that Janelle is a cousin. And then Rakan was telling Janelle that Erica is a YouTube girlfriend. Yeah, she definitely is. She definitely is bringing. She from Lumpkin, Texas. Okay, a little rinky-dinky town. It's close to Nacogdoches, Texas. Okay, well, wherever that is. I think it's West Texas. Yeah, poor Cam. Yeah, exactly. I wonder what Cam Daddy says about all this. I would be just like, do Cam's father got a YouTube? Because I wonder what he think about all that. But anyway, you guys, so the story ends up with what the next video we're getting ready to listen to. It's actually some audio where Erica she posted something on Instagram, and Janelle, Rakan's other woman at the time, homegirl, reaches out to Erica on a post, which I felt was very inappropriate because I don't know if you guys watch the Keisha K. Lee saga when Hazel and Ashley, if you guys watch that, Hazel was good friends with Ashley, and Hazel was doing all the talking with the whole Ashley, Keisha, Jeremy debacle. It kind of reminded me of that. Janelle's good friend reached out to Erica, and for me, I'm like, why are you reaching out to Erica? Like, why are you so mad that Rakan Mucker is playing on your homegirl? Like, sis, why are you more upset than the damn woman that he's sleeping with? Well, I don't understand why you're so upset. Right, 717, them kids, exactly. She's very easy, yeah. So a lot of people are, they're sad that Erica is going through what she's going through, or been through what she's going through. And I could just only say this. It's a clear indication that Rakan Mucker ain't ish, in my opinion. He's a no good ninja with a fancy suit on, okay? But at the end of the day, me personally, I understand Erica was vulnerable. She had just broke up with Damien. She had just had a new baby. I'm just going to assume she was feeling lonely. And we can tell from watching Erica, she definitely wants to be loved, okay? She definitely wants to be loved. And I think Erica looks for love in all the wrong places. And she also has a love for YouTube. Okay, Erica really, 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 really wanted to do YouTube. Okay, and my opinion is Erica really needs to, like, after this situation with Rakan Mucker, like, here you are yet again with another baby, and the dad has jumped ship, right? And it's like, at this point, sis, why don't you realize that maybe you need to slow down? Like, you can get mad at Rakan Mucker just for being dishonest and disloyal, but Erica should have known better to even get herself associated with anyone. I mean, when she got with Rakan, the baby wasn't even a year old. Like, in my opinion, I would have thought she would still been mourning over the relationship with Damien and really, think about getting herself together, being, a mom, a single mom, maybe get all that together, because doing YouTube, we watch too many women on YouTube that do YouTube all by themselves. You don't have to have a couples channel to blow up on YouTube, Okay, you can clearly do YouTube with a couple or by yourself. We see it all the time. I watch Janine. She does YouTube by herself. She don't have a man in the camera every other day because she wants to blow up on YouTube, and she's done quite well by herself. So I don't understand why Erica don't seem to understand that. Like, we understand wanting to be loved, but why not want to be loved by the right man instead of just being loved by a man? Like, for the life of me, I don't get that. I don't get that, girl. It's like, sis, slow down. Just slow down. Let me see what you guys are saying. She's gonna have to learn. I hope it is been there, done that. Exactly, Mahogany. Exactly. A lot of us women have been there and done that. So for the ones who have been there and done that, you can. But this is another thing. Erica has not only been through these relationships with Damian Cryer and Rakan Mucker, but she's been married before. So she's been through situations, failed relationships. I don't even think her marriage lasted that long. So she's been through failed relationships. And you would think, at what point, sis, do you understand that maybe it's you and not necessarily the men? Because you got to think about it. These are, her husband was a different man. Damian is not the same man as her husband. And Rakan is not the same man as Damian. These are three different men. Erica, is the common denominator with all those three men. So may have to think, well, maybe it's something with me. And not saying her like in a physical sense, because she's not an ugly girl. So it's not that. But I really think that Erica, she says that she's a queen. Like Erica mentioned, you'll hear her in the audio say, I'm a queen. I'm a queen. Okay, sis. But you got to understand that. You got to understand and believe that more so than you want the man to understand and believe that. Like, you have to understand that you're a queen, and you should think that your cooch is precious, sis, and stop auctioning out to the highest bidder. In my opinion, from watching what I'm seeing, that's what it looks like to me. Because no one said that she couldn't be in a relationship with Rakan Mucker if that's just what she wants to do. Because she's free to do whatever she wants to do. It's her business. It's her box. It's her body. However, sis, why screw the man unprotected to be sitting in a situation now with a baby, which babies are a blessing. However, here you are yet again with a messy situation and having to raise another child by yourself. Oh boy. Okay. They sense her desperation and neediness. Men aren't stupid. They just nasty. Exactly. TMR, a lot of these women want to call themselves a queen. Well, then if you're such a queen, then present yourself like a queen. Stop looking like a thought out here. Raw dog and dangerous and crazy. Yeah, Rock, it is, sis. Hello, TMR chat. YouTube streets aren't just hot. They melting like the wicked witch of the west of the land of Oz. We all know it was coming. Yeah, Angela, that definitely is true. So let's go ahead and pull up the audio, okay? So the audio that I'm getting ready to pull up to y'all for you guys is Erica talking to the homegirl, and then Janelle comes in at the middle of the conversation. Oh, gosh. Okay, y'all.
Is sit back and enjoy the ride, because somebody's been doing a lot of lying. And I knew that this moment was going to come. I just didn't think it was going to come this soon. But I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, shout out to my Indiana family. Shout out to cousin Tina, cousin Peaches. Y'all know that those are Damien's cousins, but they can be more than my family. It's Dion's family, so I consider them family as well. And we talk all the time on the phone. So shout out to you guys. And we on the road to 100K.
And I just wanted to play that for y'all. To be quite honest with y'all, that's all Erica is worried about. She is literally monetizing her pain for YouTube fame. And it's unfortunate that this girl, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, it's unfortunate that she thought that this is the only way that she could get this to happen, right? To basically show her messy relationships and get people all in her business and, you know, displaying all this messy behavior so she can get views, coins, and subscribers. It's unfortunate that, in my opinion, that she doesn't think enough of herself to just present her true self and just do YouTube that way, you know? Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to just keep saying this, you know, obviously her kids are going to get older and they're going to be, you know, see this one day. And, you know, although Rakan Mucker is a mess, he's still going to be her child's father, you know? Let's continue.
We're on the road to 100K, and I'm about to insert the video right now.
Okay, who is Janelle to you? Who do you know Janelle to be?
Well, when she came to his house, she flashed a ring in my face, but I said, "Is this your man?" And she didn't answer at all. She just kind of looked down. So I left, and he told me that she worked for him, that she's on his payroll, and that he fired her.
It's so interesting because I told Janelle, I said, I guarantee Rakan done told this girl, you're just one of her agents, which is totally incorrect. Janelle does very well for herself. She don't need Rakan. The grill that he barbecued for you on is from Janelle, which will be coming back because he's a cut glass nigga. And
Not the grill. Not y'all getting ready to go hijack the barbecue grill. Rakan, was you over there grilling ribs and hamburgers and brats on Janelle's grill for Erica? Oh, you're a damn bad person for that.
point.
Not the grill.
I'm from the street. We don't play this type of shit. So I asked, can I reach out to you? But I figured that you had one story and she has one story.
Well, you can tell her that she can have Rakan, and the barbecue grill, I didn't know that came from her, but they can live happily ever after now, because I'm definitely not a YouTube girlfriend. I was his girlfriend, but now since you're telling me what I need to know, we're done.
I mean, I would just hope so. I mean, she's done with him as well. She don't want Rakan. I just wanted to know exactly the
friend, why would you hope that Erica is done with Rakan? Why would you care? Erica is not your friend. You're Janelle's friend. So what do you care if Erica decided to keep on carrying on with him?
Story you had, because this is my friend and I love her dearly. And I was still confused if he got a girlfriend. Why the fuck was he just with her Monday at the steakhouse? I was just very confused by that. And let me ask you this: was y'all's last video when you took him on a date, was that actual Sunday?
That was Sunday, yes, you're correct.
Okay, I figured it was Sunday. Well, he said he wasn't able to meet with my friend because of shooting arrangements, but it, of course, was not with you. I figured that was a lie, so thank you for confirming that.
So are they in a relationship, or do they just have sex with each other?
Erica, either way, sis, it's still bad. Regardless if they was in a relationship or having, like, would you felt better if she would have said they just having sex? Like, would that made you feel better? Like, sis, either way, I don't know if Erica was just nervous when she was talking to this woman, but some of the questioning that Erica was giving this woman, asking this woman, it's just like, sis, what does it matter? The man has been caught red-handed, sis. In my opinion, there should be no more confirmation. Now, if you guys are still wondering why she's questioning, because at the time that she recorded this, Erica said that she thinks she may be pregnant. So I think that's why, because, y'all, when you're pregnant, it's kind of hard for you to be like, oh, not only am I pregnant with this man's baby, he done walked all over my heart and made me look like a fool. You sitting here juggling. You're emotional. You're going through a lot. So I think that's why Erica was questioning this girl like that, because in her mind, she was really trying to figure out what her next move was. Well, my next move would have been out the damn duck.
Well, they were in a relationship. This has been 2 years.
And the ring that's on her finger, did he buy that for her?
He bought that for her.
And so they're engaged?
They are not engaged, but he did buy that ring for her. Yes.
Okay.
And she still has it. And that ring probably won't be going anywhere because at the end of the day, you decide to go be a fuck nigga. And I mean, you've seen it. It's not like just some petty ass ring. That's a very nice like gift. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it's a nice ring.
Me, I have been watching y'all's stuff for a while, and I'm like, no woman is just going to be into no man like this. Like,
especially one like myself.
You even said your child was with his mother. Like, no woman about to just give their child to someone's mother who's just a YouTube girlfriend. So in my mind and in my heart, I felt like you probably were his girl, and he just was playing both sides of the fence. But he made it like you're not his girlfriend to her. It's all for YouTube. It's all for money. He in a season right now where he got to make his money. And whatever he got to do to make his money, that's what he's going to do.
Really? I'm so glad that we're having this conversation. But hey, out of respect, because I am trying to maintain my image, please don't write anything else on my pictures. I will refer you to DM me.
Maintain your image, sis. What image is that? I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. Your image is kind of sketchy to me. Like, what image are you? See, that's what I'm saying. Everything about YouTube, sis. What about your self-respect, your dignity, your heart, your emotions? Like, F your image, sis. You are pregnant by this man, and you're talking to the homegirl of the woman that he gave a ring to. He was cooking food for you on her damn grill. Sis, like, don't bump your image. You pregnant with a cheater, a man that misled you. What do you care about your YouTube image? Oh boy.
I mean, we can delete it, but I mean, in reality, I'm so pissed. I did want to be ignorant, but I'm glad you were willing to reach out to me and call.
Well, yeah, because you sent me a video. And I knew that her birthday was Sunday, and I was actually with him Monday as well. So I'm pretty sure that video was recorded during the daytime. So I'm very. Oh, really?
Not the homegirl sent you a video. Homegirl, was you telling Janelle that you were sending her personal business to Erica? But like, did you let her know that you were doing that? I wonder, did the homegirl and Janelle conspire to send Erica this? Because I'm hoping Janelle knew this was going on. Because homegirl, I'm assuming maybe you don't have a man. Because why are you so involved with Janelle and her man and Erica? That was it was kind of weird to me. None of my homegirls would have did this without my consent. And actually, they wouldn't need my consent, because I would have told my homegirl, sis, back up. Let me handle him. Okay? Let me handle him. Ooh, kind of weird.
There was a steakhouse dinner at 8. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where were you?
Really? That is so interesting. That was the night that he was rushing me out of his house. You know what?
Yeah,
listen to me.
I was confused on where you were. But yes, he was with her. Took her to dinner, but I was so confused why he wasn't with her on Sunday. And I'm like, he had to do these videos on Sunday, but I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm like, well, they dropped it today and filmed it. I don't know if y'all can edit and do all that.
No, Bella Bougie. Janelle was just a girlfriend.
Done on her birthday.
Well, let me tell you something, sweetheart. The type of woman that I am, I would never have a YouTube relationship. That's like the lowest thing in the world for somebody to do to make money. So I do apologize.
I mean, Erica, I hear what you're saying, sis, but hell, the proof is in the pudding. Both of your relationships landed on YouTube and you made money off of them. Okay, sis.
On his behalf that he's been lying to her. But if she wants him, I will gladly step aside because it's not worth it, because I'm a queen. And I strongly feel like if she doesn't recognize that she's a queen, this should definitely wake her up. Okay? There is so many different men out here.
I highly doubt you.
But wait, Erica. Wait, sis. Wait a minute, sis. The advice you giving the homegirl to give to Janelle is the advice that you need to be taking. Because even after she recorded this, she was still doing videos with Rakan Mucker.
Want him, but I wanted to speak to you for myself because I just didn't think you what I am going to ask. I don't know if you've done anything towards her or with her name, but I'm going to ask out of respect that you claim to be the woman who you are, because you asked me don't write anything else on your your page, which is totally understandable. You blocked her, reached out to her, called her from other numbers, but I'm asking you to dance. I don't want the situation to go left, because it can go left.
Are you asking me, have I done that? No, I have not done that.
Okay.
No, I was going to.
Have you blocked her from Rakan's phone or anything like that?
Rakan blocked her.
Jeanette, I mean, I don't even, I'm going to just call you best friend. Best friend, why do you need to know if she's been blocked from Janelle's, if Rakan, oh Lord, I'm confused. Best friend, why is it, are you asking this because you want to tell Janelle this? Like, oh boy.
From his phone, because I made him do that. I said, if she's not anything to you, like you say, y'all just slept together last September, then you block her. So I made him block her from Instagram and his phone. So yes, I did do that.
So how is he contacting her? You just called her. So how is he
Exactly. So that means that somebody had to get unblocked.
Okay, so he blocked her in front of you. That wasn't your doing.
Yeah, he blocked her in front of me.
Because you asked him to. And I mean, I get that. I mean, if my guy was so-called dealing with the ex still, I would probably do the same. So I get what you're saying, why you had him to do that. Okay, so, I mean, my friend don't want him at this point. He's a cutthroat-ass nigga. Like you stated, I hope you know the queen you are, but it's been told you're a YouTube girlfriend. It was all for money, and that's it.
Well, listen, I'm just very glad that your name is Keisha, right? You're her friend, you said?
Yeah, he knows me.
So he knows it. So if I was to ask him about a Keisha, y'all are best friends, correct?
We're not best friends. Rakan knows who I am. He's been to a lot of outings with us at Kickbacks. He knows exactly who I am.
Wow.
Actually, I'm sorry. He knows exactly who I am because I met him. She met him while her and I were together 2 years ago.
I wonder if the best friend I think she said her name is Keisha. I wonder if Keisha, Janelle's best friend, knows that Erica is recording her. It's just like, why does Erica feel like she needs to record all these? I guess based off what Erica says, the reason why because people always try to make her out to be the villain. But it's just like, sis, if you got to go around recording everybody, maybe these are people that you don't need to associate yourself with. Again, in my opinion.
He knows exactly who I am. But what I'm not going to do is keep seeing him try to play my fucking friend. That's not what I'm going to do. Because first of all, you're not even that it to think you got two different women at the same damn time. You're not even that it, sir.
So I'm trying to.
The day you.
But y'all, to think about it, can you really get mad at Rakan Mucker? Think about it. Can you really get mad at him because he's being a man? Think about it. Janelle sees him with this woman. He tells Janelle, oh, this my YouTube girlfriend. And she falls for that. When did you become a realtor and now you done went from realtor to Hollywood? Like, it don't even make sense. Why would you have to play a boyfriend on YouTube? Why you just can't have your own channel? Why you can't? Like, I didn't understand how Janelle really thought that, like, that floated with her. That sounded okay. And then the day that she shows up to the house, sis, why you didn't go in the house? Why you standing outside talking to this man? If you his woman, why you just didn't walk up? I wouldn't give a damn if Erica was in there or not. I'm coming in. I'm coming in, sir. I'm coming in. Okay? I'm not standing outside talking to you like I'm the guest. I'm your woman. Unfortunately for Erica, she was Rakan's woman too, you know? And then you see this chick named Janelle on his Netflix account. He tells you that's a cousin, but you never see the cousin over there. You never see the cousin. The cousin ain't never called. The cousin ain't never came by. If Janelle was Rakan's cousin, then do he talk about the cousin a lot? Because if the cousin was cool enough to be over to his house and got her own Netflix account, how come the cousin wasn't over there? How come y'all had never been over to the cousin's house? Well, let me go meet Janelle, the cousin. See, me, TMR, that's what I would have been asking Mucker when he would have told me Janelle was the cousin. I'm thinking to my, well, wait a minute. Why does the cousin need an account at your house? The cousin ain't got no house? She don't got a place? She ain't got internet? Oh, boy.
Unless he so-called took all your stuff that was in trash bags to your house and he was done with you. That's why I'm so confused now because y'all still filming.
Yeah, because he told me that he fired her, that she was on his payroll and worked for him, and that's the only reason why she had his address. Yes, that's exactly what Rakan said.
So not only did he tell you that Janelle was his cousin, now she's his employee, yet you've never met this woman. You haven't seen a picture of her. Y'all ain't been over to her house, but you was going along with that story, sis. Okay.
She don't work for him. She does not work. She's not on no payroll with him. I mean, this is very interesting. Go ahead now. This is crazy.
It's
but
very...
at the end of the day, I wanted you to know the side of the story who you were supposed to be. And I mean, the video did it for itself. He took her to dinner Monday.
We didn't film any damn thing Sunday. The only thing that we filmed was us going out to eat. That was it.
Yeah, and that's to get him out to eat, right? And that's exactly why I wanted to stick with you, because
I would have rather her do it. But hey, thank you, because now I know what type of man I'm actually dealing with.
I'm about the life. She's not the drama. She just want her shit back, that grill and whatever else he got over there. Just give her shit back, and you going about your way.
Sis, at this point, why can't she just buy another grill? I wouldn't even want the grill back. I wouldn't even want to deal. I wouldn't want that man coming down my street. Okay. I wouldn't even want him shopping at the same Walmart that I shop at. Like at this point, sis, how much was the grill? Was it expensive? Was it a gas grill? Was it one of those expensive gas grills? Is that why it's so important to have a grill? Baby, he could have that damn grill. Why we keep talking about the grill?
I mean, if y'all gonna be happily ever after, great. But at the end of the day, Rakan's a liar. He is lied to you. He has lied to her.
Right, 717.
Like whatever he told you.
Right, Sunworld, you damn grill.
And then took her to dinner on Monday. And he couldn't kick it with her Sunday because you took him to dinner. But yes, I will not write on your page. Can we keep this professional? Thank you for calling.
You.
This is the number. You can delete the comment. You got so many messages on that picture, so I don't feel like going back through there. But yeah, you don't have to worry about me. I just wanted you to know.
Now, hey, let me ask you a question. Are you able to, because I don't do drama either. I'm 28 years old. I got 2 kids. I don't have time. But is there a way for you to 3-way her in right now so that I can, just talk to her? Because she was trying to talk to me that day she came to his house, and I was so mad at Rakan, I just left. I never got a chance to listen to her. Do you think that she would pick up the phone if you 3-way her in?
Yeah, let me try to do that. Okay. Absolutely. And listen, when I heard you were there the day she went, I said, I think y'all need to have a conversation because there's more truth from her. I said, this girl's not, you was not.
Brown sugar, I understand Erica's hurt. I mean, I would be hurt too, because I think Erica feels more defeated and played than necessarily hurt. You know what I mean? I think she just, I think Erica, once again, she thought this was going to be the one because Rakan more than likely portrayed himself as to think that he was the one. I'm going to be honest with you. When I was watching videos with them, a couple videos I watched, their chemistry just did not look unique to me. It didn't look authentic. Their chemistry seemed very off, in my opinion. But if you guys, I don't know if you guys know, Erica did a video when she found out she was pregnant with the baby. She did a video where she showed up at Rakan's house. Okay. Now I'm wondering, did that video come out after she found out about this situation, which I'm thinking the video more than likely did. So like I said, even after she talked to Janelle and the best friend, Keisha, she still was doing videos with this man. That's the part. It's like, so was it her feelings or was it just she wanted to keep doing with YouTube? Did she push past the feelings and wanted to keep doing with the YouTube? Because why did you need to do a video with this man to tell him that you are pregnant for the whole world to see after you've been embarrassed, humiliated, disrespected by him? There wouldn't have been no more videos for me. I would have told you I was pregnant in an email with confirmation from the doctor's office, period.
Going to be that crazy if this man didn't tell you you were somebody different. We don't operate.
Well, I was told Janelle was the cousin, huh? And she knows that because when she said I'm Janelle, I said, "Oh, you're the cousin." She said no. But anyways, do you? Because in 15 minutes my son is about to walk up out this school, and I don't want him to hear any of this. So if you can get her on the phone, just where I can just
let me add her 1 second.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I told. Remember, I said I was trying to reach out to her. Well, she was very woman enough to call me. So I think because this is what I've been wanting you to do. If you could just hear me out, please hear her out. Talk to her. There's some things she want to say to you. I'm gonna just go order my food, but she's on the phone.
Well, actually, I actually wanted to hear you out, Janelle, because the day that you showed up at his house, I was so mad I left. So I never got a chance to hear your side of the story. I was informed that you were a cousin.
Hey, Ty.
And we both established that day that you wasn't a cousin. I was also informed that the day you showed up, that it was because your internet was down, that you worked for him. You was like on his payroll. And so he told me that he fired you. And that video that was sent to me of him taking you out for your birthday, I'm so confused. I just remember that Monday he was rushing me away from his house. I had no idea, sweetheart, that he was with you. And as far as us being YouTube girlfriend and boyfriend, I would never shit on my throne like this. I'm a queen, and if he can't recognize it, he can go.
Okay.
So my question to you is, did he ever want to be with you? Like, were y'all just fucking each other? Like,
no, we were together. We were together in a full-blown relationship. Like, he was moving to my house. The ring, he gave me that ring almost a year ago now. Like, yes, we were together, legitimately, in a relationship.
You been around his family and everything? You been around his family?
Yes, I'm glad you said that, Q Money. Sweetheart, I noticed Erica kept calling the woman sweetheart, Janelle and Keisha. She kept calling them sweetheart, and I was kind of taken aback because at this moment, I don't. Maybe that was the only word Erica could think of, but I might would have just said ma'am. Sweetheart wouldn't have been something I would have said, in my opinion. We're going to take a look at it, y'all. The post.
The mom.
Your family? Who do you think it should? Okay, I don't want to. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say to you. Just hear me out. Look, our timeline started right before COVID hit, right? We've been rocking strong since then. And then when all this YouTube stuff started happening, that's when everything kind of started going left. And he explained, I got to do what I need to do to get to my goal, right? Okay, all right, I understand that. And for YouTube is how it was explained to me. But to answer your questions, yes, we were in a legitimate relationship. No, we were not sleeping together. Two, the only reason, one, I don't do real estate. That's not my full-time job. I have an actual career outside of that. The only reason I even went into real estate was for him to help him so we could build together. Okay? I don't work for him like that. has never worked for him like that. And real estate agents don't actually work for, you have a broker that watches over you, but you don't work for them. The reason I was there is correct. My internet was down, but that was for my real job. That's why I needed to work for my real job, because I had already been out the prior 2 days.
So let me ask you something. He said that the last time y'all had sex was last September. Is that true?
Maybe. No.
When was the last time?
We had sex
Last
last week.
week. Really?
No.
Okay.
And you know what? At the end of the day, we enjoy this. After that day that you left, I will say this. One, I was not on no rah-rah shit, which is why when you came out, I don't do the back and forth. I'm not just a fight over no man. I'm not just to base myself over no man. Which is why, and I guess I came off in a way.
Oh boy, it's the whole we had sex last week. Okay. Like, sis, calm down. Baby, I wouldn't even answer that question. Since I don't have to, like, I'm surprised Janelle even answered the question. I would have been like, that's irrelevant. Like, if we could have had sex 2 hours ago. Since I'm not on trial here. Janelle, since you're not on trial, okay? Mucker is the assailant, okay? We need to be questioning him. World. Because to be quite honest with you, Janelle was just as blindsided as Erica was. So me, Janelle, if I was Janelle, I wouldn't answer that. I told Erica, ma'am, that's none of your business. Okay, but let's move on. Period.
But I literally was trying to have a conversation with you to figure out what was going on. Because I was confused myself.
I was informed that you were a cousin for 3 months.
I am not a cousin. No, I am not a cousin. Wow. I am not his cousin. No.
That's insane. So let me ask you a question.
We done been on vacation. We went to Post Oak Hotel for like 3 days last month.
Oh, okay.
Baby,
Everything is coming out. Thank you. You know what? You don't even know it, but thank you so much. Because you know what? I'm 28 years old. I don't got to deal with this. So thank you so much, girl. I'm over here. I ain't even in tears. I'm smiling because.
Neither am I. That's what I'm
Hey, Yanni.
Neither was I. I was not on no shit like, because it's not your fault. You don't know me. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. Right? It's him. That's why I said I wasn't coming at you. I've never come for you.
And just to clarify, because I have gotten really, really close with his family, you said that you have met his mom?
Yeah.
And
I show her houses. Yes, maybe. Yes. But remember, he said his kids haven't even been around Erica.
I guess Erica making the point of saying that she's gotten close to his family and his mom. I guess she felt like, Erica in her mind, she felt like she was solidified because she had met the mama. Or maybe Erica was thinking, wait a minute, you met the mama and the mama ain't put me up on game. Well, Erica blood thicker than mud, sis. Okay. The mama wasn't gonna rat her son out to you. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you know, in her eyes, you was just just another chick. That's her damn son. Even y'all broke up, and her son still remains her son. So she's not gonna rat out the son, sis. If that's what you thought was gonna happen or should have happened.
Confirm that because you're around them on YouTube.
Well, there's a video that was gonna be dropping. You know, we did family time. Actually, that was Monday. yeah, and I guess that night, that's when y'all linked up. But so he was telling me that he told you for months that he didn't want to be with you. He said he's been telling you for 6 months that he didn't want to be with you.
I mean, that's the right thing to tell the new woman, though. I mean, that's the right thing to say. Absolutely, that's the right thing to say. You don't want to. Okay.
So
last week, but you taking me. Okay,
Not everybody met the mama.
I'm one working, so I don't want to be in this headspace. I know your kid's about to get the car too. Keisha, we gonna talk later. I'm just happy. I'm happy y'all had this conversation. Thank you so much for talking to her. Rakan is a fuck nigga. He was using you for YouTube. I don't know how he was going to escape it at the end because it looked like it got too deep to me. I even told Janelle, I don't know how he gonna get out of this if it's so-called just YouTube because it's way too deep.
Yeah, and I just feel like that's very wrong because I'm such a sweet person and I would have just told him YouTube for free. Like, nigga, you ain't have to play with my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, so was it ever fake?
It was never fake. It didn't even start off as YouTube. We was interested in each other at first, and then I asked him to do YouTube with me. It wasn't let's get this money, let's run up a bag. I don't move like that. That's what.
So that's funny because I will say this. After hearing kind of y'all's story, he told me about you before when he was helping you try to find a place. Like, that's how long we've been in connection. He didn't tell me.
Pump your brakes, Erica. Sis, the man was over there gossiping about you to Janelle. Sis, he over there telling your business to Janelle. Sis, that's a problem.
Your name, but he kind of told me your story, and now you're doing YouTube, and that seems cool, and all this stuff. Like, I've known about you for a minute.
I didn't know about you, sweetheart.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't connect the two until recently.
Right.
Like, but because again, we doing life together, we talking business, we talking all this stuff. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm sorry, one, that you are in this situation. Two, I also am pissed that he has downplayed my role.
Janelle, sis, why are you sorry? Like, you should be more sorry for yourself that you got messed up with a F-boy, okay? Like, I mean, I understand, I don't know, it just sound like, me personally, it sounds like Janelle and Erica both have the same type of personality where Mucker was able to manipulate both of them. They sound like the same type, because this man sitting over here telling you the sob story about Erica, but yet he telling you he got to go clock in for work because he got to go act like he her boyfriend when it wasn't an act. Like, once you got Erica on the phone, or not even that, the day you showed up to the house, Janelle, and seen Erica was there, and he didn't even invite you in, since we would have been out there scrapping, okay?
In his life as a cousin, but even beyond that, I work.
Exactly, Bounce Sugar.
We ain't had sex since last year.
And that's so nasty. And if anything, that's what I'm mad about. Like, because it runs deeper for me. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all using protection?
No, we're not. Actually, I may be pregnant. So,
out of this whole long video, y'all, that was the part for me. When Janelle asked, was they using protection? Sis, why did you need to know that? At this point, he over there screwing her with or without protection. Why did we, like, sis, if she would have said, yes, we use protection, Janelle, would that made you feel a little different about Mucker? Would you want to continue a relationship because at least he wrapped it up? Like, sis, why is that? Look, let me tell you something. When I had to confront the other woman back in the day, I did not ask that woman, was she using protection? Or were they using protection? I didn't give a damn, okay? I knew he was banging you. That solidified everything for me, regardless if y'all did it in the bathroom, the basement, the back of the car, up under the steps. I don't give a damn where the act happened. It happened. With or without protection, I don't give a damn. It happened. That was weird to me that she asked that woman that. Like, it almost seemed like they were just gossiping. Then to really get down to the nit. Like, this conversation was way too long for me. It was way too long. It was no need for this long conversation. It was like they was catching up with old times or something. It was very weird.
You look pregnant on your last video.
Is that an insult? Because as mad as I am, somebody get cussed out.
No, it's not that.
Girl. And on that note, I would have hung up the phone. Sis, don't get sassy with me. Huh? Because at the end of the day, we both got played.
So I was just like, I hope she is not pregnant. And he playing both sides of the damn story. When you was looking out, so you're pregnant? She might be. I'm kind of cutthroat ass nigga. He lucky I don't feel
so
like
wait a minute. You asked me, were we using protection? Did you guys ever use protection?
No. 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 And we...
Oh my God.
To be quite honest with you, Erica had just had Dion. He wasn't even a year old when she met Rucker. If anybody should have been using protection, Erica definitely should have been using it. So she wouldn't have got, pregnant. She could have just, okay, another one bites the dust situation and went on with her life. Now she, pregnant with this man's baby. So you asking that woman if she used protection, what difference does it make? At the end of the day, even if he didn't, which he didn't use protection based off what Janelle said, what about the women before her? Like, sis, you gonna go interview all the women he slept with before Janelle? Like, that was weird that these ladies was having this conversation. Like, why do y'all care if he used protection? I mean, it's obvious that you weren't using protection. So that's all you need to worry about. What he do with the next woman, clearly you can't do anything about that now. So why are we talking about? Like, that was so weird to me. But it really gave me the age of these women. These women are young. I'm assuming Janelle got to be as young as her. She better be. Janelle, you better not be my age on the phone having this conversation. You better be 20-something.
Lord, I knew once I started fasting, some niggas go piss me off. I'm just glad I'm not the old Erica. Thank God. Well, hey, it's been nice talking to you ladies. I wish you guys nothing but success, but I don't think we ever gonna have to revisit this conversation ever again. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, maybe you should.
Oh my God, not go like, comment, and subscribe. My God. Baby, that was a lot. Okay. So while I'm not going to lie, I have to ask that question before back in the day because I wanted to know. I mean, to each his own, Shakay. I'm not, I'm not condemning you for wanting to know. I'm just telling you, I didn't need to know that. I could care less if y'all use condoms or not. It's the fact that he was banging you the same time he was banging me. That solidified everything for me. I didn't need to know nothing after that, right? I didn't need to know where, when, and how. I just needed to know it happened. Period. That was it for me. Right, Miss TLG, just crazy, y'all. Mucker talking about he rich in STDs. Not he rich in STDs. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, if he's so rich, he need to hire somebody to teach him how to tell a story or to lie. He definitely needs to do that. So now we're going to go over to Rakan Mucker's post. So there's a post that just came up. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that post real quick. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. All right. So he just posted 37 minutes ago. He said, oh, part 3 is juicy. Laughing emoji. I can't wait for the next ones to drop. I have my notification bell turned on. But on a serious note, imagine someone recording every conversation you had with them. I know that's right. That's kind of creepy to me, but okay. To try to use it against you at an opportune time. Y'all probably think I'm upset or embarrassed, but I've been mad. But I've been made peace that this day will come. I am free from any shame or guilt because I know who I am and the people who are close to me know who I am. I haven't had a 5-minute or more conversation with her since October or early November. That's 6 to 7 months ago. I'm so glad that I'm not with that toxic person and I've moved on. I'm not the first person that said things out of anger and frustration. That didn't mean every word, obviously. And I won't be the last. I'm human enough to admit that. But most people aren't. Some of mine is just recorded some of mine is just recorded because I was dealing with a venomous snake that was storing up venom to strike hard at any time. She told me back in October that she has more recordings and videos on other people too that she's holding on to for the right time. God dang, which is sad. That's when I knew that's when I knew that I was no exception to the rule, and my day in YouTube court would be coming. So here we are. I told y'all back in October that being around her brought out toxic ways that I didn't know was in me. So I thank her for being the person she is, because otherwise I wouldn't have known what unresolved issues I needed to work on. But the real question you have to ask is, one, what kind of person records every conversation you have with them and just save them for a rainy day? Two, and why now? You got it, sis. Keep dropping them bangers. Otherwise, your content is boring and no one will tune in. I hope that everybody have a blessed and positive day. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, okay. Well, at the end of the day, one thing, her recording the conversation, he said he didn't know he was toxic. You definitely had to know. One thing he did know already, read the comments in the post, TMR. Okay. One thing he should know is that he was messing with two women and lying to both of them. Now, you didn't need Erica to bring that out. Okay. Creole Bay, sis, good luck to you. I hope everything works out for you. You seem to think that in my opinion, Creole Bay thinks she is the one to change that man. And one thing's for sure, two things for certain. A man has to want to change himself. A woman can't necessarily do that. He has to want to be a change man. Jade says, sir, what we aren't going to do is gaslight, wondering why anything was recorded. Sir, why didn't you keep your peen in your pants? This would never be a thing, right? But y'all, you have to understand though, the recording the conversations of everybody she encounters is kind of weird. I don't know if it's because she has is an ex-police officer. Maybe it's just in her to record everything. Hell, I don't know. But in my opinion, that seemed very weird how she essentially, she records every conversation damn near with every person she meet with, and she keeps it. Like, Erica must have like 7 phones over there, because I'm pretty sure her memory gets filled really fast. So you guys said go look at the comments. So let me go see if I can pull that up. Okay. Oh. Okay. One person says, what I can say, nobody is perfect. I guess it just takes the right person to bring out the best in you. Okay. Someone else says, I respect how you're handling the situation. I guess the other men gave in to her blackmail. Pray for y'all. The other person, Kiara K says, your subs tell you anything you need to admit you were wrong. You shouldn't be petty. Every chance you got to be, she was minding her business until you decided to do that. A man takes accountability for his actions, and in his entire situation, you were wrong. I don't care if you like it or not. You, a whole grown man, step up, genuinely change, and handle business. Until you do that, you gets no respect. You can throw shots at her all you want, but that is what you got you here. I don't know what that person was saying. Crazy part about all this is, how do LaToya feel about all this? Because I want to know. Even if she gets on here, y'all, LaToya's not going to tell you the real deal. At this point, just let her continuously do her. Don't feed into negativity, and don't feel like you have to comment on everything that she says so that you won't lose your subscribers, because what God has for you is just for you and no one else. Don't worry about losing subscribers. God will bring you new ones and continue blessings. Yeah, I mean, you could delete all the comments you wrote, grow up and take care of responsibilities. I mean, you guys, you know, at the end of the day, their relationship didn't work out. Okay. He lied. He got caught in this lie. And the story still, you know, like everybody got to move on, you know? Everybody got to move on. And hey, Rubes, everybody has to move on. Like that's, to me, that's the end all of it all for me. It's time to move on, you know? That's it for me. Like, okay, he, even with the gaslighting thing, I think, you know, it's not so much he needs to be embarrassed to a certain extent, because, I mean, people going to have opinions of you one way or the other. As you see in his comments, there are people that are for him and there are people that are against him. Obviously, the ones that are for him and what he cares about. The people that are not for him, he doesn't care anything about. At the end of the day, I'm going to just say this as a woman. I think Erica needs to take some time out for herself. Like, she really, really needs to just concentrate on her, right? This whole trying to do the YouTube couple thing, I just wish she would just focus on, like, instead of spending time, in my opinion, blasting him, this could have been time where she could have been preparing for the baby videos. We know on YouTube, those videos do really well for pregnant women. You know, recording doctor's appointments, shopping for the baby, you know, instead of upsetting herself. If she's even upset, maybe she's not upset. Maybe Erica's looking back laughing. She just counting the views and the coins on the video. Hell, I don't know. You know, I think Toya is a snake herself, and they're snaking together. One thing I will say is, you know, I never really had an opinion of LaToya other than she was a pretty woman. She looked, you know, she was pretty. But I really didn't have an opinion of her other than that. When I first saw Damian with that woman, I was just like, wow. Me personally, if I was LaToya, I would have waited a minute before I jumped on his channel, because Erica had just jumped off. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a long little minute before I actually started being featured on his videos. Like I said, you guys, all these relationships, these YouTube relationships, seems very unauthentic to me. You know, it definitely does, because, you know, it just seems very unauthentic. And it was like she was so in love with Damian, in my opinion, for Creole Bay. She was so in love with Damian, and how you just switch that off so suddenly, and then you know, you then switched over to the Mucker, and now y'all engaged by getting a house together. It's just like, why does everything has to be so rushed with these people? Like, I don't get that. Did y'all see Toya's ex video? Yeah, I saw that one. You talking about the one earlier this year or last year when it came out? Me personally, I don't see what they see in old man Mr. Pryor, because he looked dusty, and Mr. Mucker looked like a chipmunk. Oh my goodness. Erica needs counseling and birth control. Yeah, well, she definitely needs to. If I was her, I would kind of chill out on, you know, producing the babies. You know, I definitely would put some ice on that situation, because right now she just needs to focus on raising the 3 children she's about to have, and just, you know, getting herself together and putting all this madness behind her. You know, yes, what Mucker did was very wrong, but Erica really needs to look at herself too. She needs to try to figure out why she keeps getting in the bed, literally and figuratively, with the wrong men for her. Like, I think Erica likes the older men, but it seemed like the older man is running circles around that girl, in my opinion. Maybe she needs to resort back to dating some guys that are closer to her age, you know, and stop telling all these men your business with the prior men, the men that, you know, stop telling all these men that the new man all the business of the old man. That's none of their business. Like, sis, when you start a new relationship, start it off fresh. What you went on in your past is that your past. You don't need to keep bringing that into your future relationships. Yes, they playing her for a fool. And yeah, she definitely does. Because even Damian did her wrong. He did her snake. Like when he left her in that resort, when she took him there for his birthday, he just abruptly left her there. And, it's just too much. And then the whole, he don't know if that's his baby. Then here come Mucker. He don't know if it's his baby. Like, y'all, all of you, Damien and Mucker both slept with the girl, but nobody knows if this could be their baby. It just seems like Erica was always up under these men. How could you think it wasn't your baby? All right, you guys. So now we're going to pull up the video with Mucker, the one she recorded where she had Mucker on the phone. And this one is actually kind of funny because you could just hear the lies coming through the speaker, y'all. It was so sad. It's the sis thinking we at the silver screen with the wording. I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
So that's not true.
She said her friend said that she never worked for you and that she didn't leave her money.
That is a lie. Okay.
Okay, but here's the gag. You guys, this video, this recording, in the beginning, it's kind of muffled and it's hard to hear, but towards the end, it gets better. But from my understanding of listening to this recording, when she was recording the conversation with Keisha and Janelle, he was on the phone with Erica. So he must have been on mute and he was listening to Keisha and Janelle on the phone. So at the end of the day, you already knew that she records. Like, you was on the phone with Erica when she was recording Janelle and Keisha's conversation.
The girl was telling me like she was gonna do something. So I never remember. Like, it ain't that serious. It ain't that. It's like, well, around your birthday, you can do anything you want. I'm like, please just let me do something for your birthday. So, as a decent human being, I didn't want to just sit on her birthday when I should have.
Yeah, you should have. It ain't got nothing to do with me or you.
I understand that. I do. I really, really do. And I should have just let her ass do whatever the hell, because I'm gonna call her though. But when I call her, and you're gonna see, like, hopefully, if she don't feel like she's being recorded, hopefully she's gonna be honest enough to be real about that whole thing.
The thing is,
like, oh, hey, are you coming? Okay, so it's like this. Like this.
Did you hear what he just said? He said, when I call her, I'm a recorder. Now you over here blasting Erica for recording phone calls, and you just said in the conversation with her that you're going to record when you call Janelle.
For her birthday. I mean, for Monday. She said, hey, can you come pick me up? I said, absolutely not. Because I'm going home after this. I'll take you where you say go. I will meet you there. Not take you. I'll meet you there. We didn't ride to no one bill. I said, you can meet me there. For what? And she's like, well, can I come to your place? I said, absolutely not. You cannot. You and I don't have no deal after this. I'm doing this out of respect because way back when, around my birthday, I said I would.
So you decided to take her to dinner for her birthday at the steakhouse because you promised her way back when? You could have just sent her a e-gift card and told her to have dinner on me. It wasn't your honorable duty to take her out. Like, clearly you know how to break promises. Seems like you do that very well, Mr. Mucker. Let's continue.
To be nice. So, with that being said, I didn't just want to be like, okay, something was done on my birthday, because she was, being nice about it, whatever. And it didn't want to be like, okay, but I should have, again, I should have. And I get it on the phone.
But how am I supposed to ever trust you? Now you lying on your daughters, and you want me? You said that you was going to get the girls, and you was rushing me out of your place that Monday, and you was really going to take her out to eat for her birthday. So you lying on your girl? Like, who? This is insane to me. I honestly was time. You don't understand what's going on in my mind right now. Because if you did, you would be scared. Because I have no problem going back to how things were before me and you started messing around, getting close. Like, I was okay with being by myself. You don't have no respect for me.
Because she was up until this point, I didn't want nothing bad to happen on my behalf, like on that level. Because at the end of the day,
y'all, in my opinion, does it sound like he was really trying to savor the relationship with her? Or was he really trying to savor the relationship of them doing YouTube? Because it sounded like he was trying to hold on to the YouTube thing than more so her, in my opinion.
That's not
a decent person at the end of the day.
It ain't gonna be with her then.
Should have been my consent. It should have been my consent. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. You can have my passcode. You can have a key to my place. You can pull up whenever you like.
But why you want to offer all that now? Her having your passcode, a key to your place, is not the key to your heart. You offered all those things, but you never offered the key to your heart. Let's continue.
I am being 100 with you right now. Nobody out there that I want. I care about you a lot.
I care about you a lot. Never I loved you. I love you. I care about you a lot. Erica, that right there said, in my opinion, me listening to him, obviously I wasn't sleeping with the man since he wasn't feeling you like that. He was using you for trying to garner some YouTube fame. Okay? Oh boy.
And I know you know that.
I don't know anything. I know. You keep saying that, and it's still not making sense. Because you're supposed to be a king, dude. I keep telling you this. Like, kings don't move that way. Why would you make her happy and I'm the one that's sitting here crying just so that she can be happy?
She wasn't happy.
And she wasn't supposed to. Just go ahead. Just finish talking.
She was crying at the table. She wasn't happy. And she was still crying about, like, she doesn't know what she's going to do with her life. I said, well, going forward, I don't know what she's going to do with her life either. I don't know. That's not my concern. But I didn't come because I said that I would. I came. We didn't watch the no one filter. She didn't come to my place. I didn't go to her place. And that whole time I'm there, and I'm like, man, I'm thinking about you the whole time. That's what I'm like, just like that.
Not you was thinking about Erica the whole time you was breaking bread with Janelle. Y'all sitting at the table eating cheesecakes and steaks and salads and mashed potatoes, and you was thinking about Erica. Well, if you was thinking about Erica so much, why you just didn't cancel the date with Janelle and stay with Erica, Mr. Mucker? Oh boy. Oh, boy, I'm telling you, men do, honey, they got a way of trying to persuade you, but you got to be smarter than the average bear when you're dealing with a ninja, okay?
She took the case where she had nothing to lose, and came with this whole but I even
And I will make sure that I have the phone number. And it's not you telling me sorry, I don't have this. I want you to stop embarrassing you. That's what I want you to do. Should no woman ever. Yes, I can. Thank you.
You want the man to stop embarrassing you. Okay, sis, by you saying that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. He should know not to embarrass you. Anytime you got to tell somebody to stop embarrassing you, more than likely, sis, they're not going to stop embarrassing you. Hell, he's still embarrassing you as of just 15 minutes ago when we read the community post. My goodness gracious.
I just don't know. I'm gonna just leave it like that. I don't know. It's so much.
Hey, Letitia, welcome.
I don't deserve this. I'm a queen. I thought that you understood the definition of a king and queen. You don't. And I've tried my best to. You have so many good qualities about yourself. Like.
But wait a minute, sis. If you're a queen, why are you sitting up here telling him what good qualities he has? What are the good qualities? Because I mean, based off what you're talking, these audio recordings, I haven't heard not one. Yeah, no. Like, why do you have to reassure him that he's a king? He should be reassuring you that you're a queen. Like, that's the part for me. Like, I don't get this. It's like you trying to make him understand how he hurt you, sis. He knew he hurt you. That's why he was being deceitful to you and her. Like, since you don't see that, you didn't see that then. Now, mind you guys, this was a year ago, right? But it's just like, and I understand she was hurt. Erica, this was fresh. So she was confused because she was really feeling this man, and she didn't find out she was pregnant with his baby. So obviously, like most women, they tried to hold on. But you can't hold on to something that ain't trying to hold on to you. Period.
I don't even think that you even know it.
If you're gonna, okay, if it's gonna be over us, please don't let it be over a bitch that didn't have a chance, that I shouldn't even be able to.
No, this is you.
Like, trust me, that was it anyway, regardless. She already did. Obviously, she had nothing to lose in that scenario.
You know my trust? Because in my mind, it's like, if not her, then who? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you moving like that.
It's not that. It is not that. That's what I'm saying to you.
I just know if it was me putting you through this, we wouldn't even be talking right now. How is it?
Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. Exactly, Erica. If the shoe was on the other foot, yeah, you wouldn't have had to record anything because he wouldn't have talked to you. He wouldn't have took your phone calls. He would have blocked your ass. It would have been the end of that. Okay? If you would have showed up to this house, he probably would have called the police on you. Okay? So why are you sitting on here trying to reassure him and you know, talk everything over? I don't know, sis. Especially because their relationship was so short-lived. Like, if they had been together 2, 3, 4 years, then I would understand they had a lot invested, right? There was a lot of time that's been invested. These people wasn't even together 6 months. Yeah, he wouldn't have got 6 more minutes of my conversation. But unfortunately for her at the time, she was dealing with what she was dealing with because she knew she was pregnant.
I don't get it. I try my best to try to be the best person I can be for you, try to make you happy and stuff. And it's like, as soon as I feel like we in a good space, like Sunday was perfect. We didn't get into it with each other. Even last night we was up late talking after our videos. I'm like, okay, cool, we in a good space. It's like one step forward, like 12 steps back, and I don't know what it's gonna take. I feel like my back is up against the wall. Like, I feel like I am teaching you how to treat me right now.
Okay, there's nothing to take. There's no steps back to take. We are good. I promise you, we are good. There's nothing, not one single thing, not even a possibility of anything ever coming towards your way as relates to me. I promise you.
Well, Rakan, now hold on now. You did leave her for her baby daddy's ex-girlfriend. So, and that was a lie.
That should they have this little ugly, bad little bitch. I should have just let that on kill herself.
Whoa. Did you just call Janelle ugly and bad built and said she should have offed herself? Erica, sis, the way he would have spoke to me about this other woman, sis, in my mind, that would have been, the phone call would have ended. So what? So you disrespecting this woman to Erica, supposed to make Erica feel better when Erica's a woman too? So the same way you talking about Janelle to Erica was obviously the same way you talked to Erica about Janelle, or talk to Janelle about Erica. The same damn way. Babe, Erica, you're a good one, honey, because you was on the phone way too long for me.
So, yeah. If that was the case, obviously, it would not make sense. I mean, I'm just saying, if I was on some wouldn't it make, logically, wouldn't it make sense for me to either go to her place or I go to her place, vice versa, something?
I don't know what to believe.
I'm gonna go straight to my place and get straight on the phone with you and talk to you for the rest of the evening.
Because you felt bad. That's why. You felt bad. That's why.
I want to do that anyway. What are you talking about? You
don't ever do that.
Okay, like yesterday. Whether we shot, you know, or not, guess what? That's what I wanted to see on the other way. Yeah. Yes, sacrifice they sleep the same as you. Me. I could have been like, okay, no, let's just try another day. No. I said, come on.
Hello, Alice.
Let's be there. Come on. You know, God love my family. What are you talking about? Yeah, I made a horrible decision. Thinking that the woman can just go away peacefully and just take her ill in that way.
Whoa, that was your horrible decision because you thought Janelle was just going to walk away. No, the horrible decision was you lying to Erica and lying to Janelle. That was the horrible decision. And Erica, you sis, where is your mother? Do your mother have any, like, she don't talk, like, sis, where is your mom? Do your mom not, she don't put you up on game? Do your mama not know game? Like, where do y'all mamas be at? That's what I'll be wanting to know.
How does she know that you handed me my stuff in 2 black trash bags? How does she know that? How does she know that you handed me my things in 2 black...
Erica, he asked the question again because he needed the time to think of the answer, sis. I wouldn't even repeated the question. I would have said, you heard me. When you asked that question the first time, he heard exactly what you said. That's why he said, how she know what? He needed time to respond. Oh boy. Ooh, y'all young girls got a lot to learn.
Black trash bags.
I put the trash bags in the car shortly after you married. I was putting it in my car.
Since he still didn't answer the question, that's not an answer. We didn't ask what your action was. We said, how did she know that you put Erica's stuff in 2 black trash bags? Either A, if she wasn't there, or B, if you're not still talking to her. That was the question, Mr. Mucker. Okay? Yet you didn't answer. You told us what your actions were, not the answer.
What you think I'm still talking about? I got 2 black trash bags that I put her stuff in. The stuff was already in the black trash bag. I don't know if you remember that. The stuff was in my car in black trash bags. I pulled him out and put him in my car. Like, this anything as relates to Bill Reason. I did the damage. I'm not blaming you at all. Yeah, that's me. That's all on me. 100% all on me.
And you know what the unfortunate thing is? This man ain't done. He's not done. Now, I don't know. Maybe Creole Bay think that she got the new reformed Rakan over there. I don't know how she thinks that, but okay, sis. Me personally, I don't think his raft is done. Because if he was able to do Janelle and Erica like that, that means that was a pattern for him. He has a history of doing that. What does LaToya Creole Bay make her think that she's anything different? That's just my question. I would like to know that. Like, what make, because you know your Uchi, you think you got a better Uchi than all the other women, but you think you cuter, smarter. Like what, because if he did this to them, that means that he does this often. This is a habit, a pattern for him. Oh boy.
But please let the reason be legitimate person. I mean, on principles.
No one knows but her why she held on to this stuff for so long and just now decided to put it out. Who knows? I think what Erica does is she waits around to see how other people respond. And if they don't respond in the way that she feels like they need to respond, and then she just wham, just throws it on the people of YouTube. I think that's her formula. Again, I don't know. She's never said.
Make anything light of that. But I'm saying at least that it would have been something where he and somebody actually had real dealings. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, Tila.
That's not
Thanks,
the point.
sis.
The point is, Rakan, I'm so hurt right now. I can't even talk to you because you don't think Kim is tired of seeing me cry? Like, I'm tired of being a strong black woman. That's the hardest thing in the world. And this boy have seen me cry numerous times over being confused. This is where he got in the car and saw tears running down my face. That's not fair to him. Like, Kim, look up to you. You're not.
Erica, sis, it's the using the kids for sympathy for me. Do you really think this man really cares about how he feels? But the hell, he don't even see Cam anymore. He don't talk to Cam. He don't talk to you. Cam looks up to him. Why? Why do Cam look up to him? Hell, didn't he look up to Damian Cryer too? Like, sis, stop using your kids to get to the sympathy of these men. Okay? Yeah, that's not, like, we've said that a lot over here in the break room, y'all. Kids is not the way to keep a man, sis, especially kids that don't even belong to the man. Like, you want him to empathize with the fact that you're crying in front of your son. Sis, at the end of the day, you should not want to cry in front of your son anymore. You should be prevent from having to go through situations where you would have to cry in front of your son. Not Rakan Mucker, you're making sure you don't have to do that anymore. Like, sis, ooh, baby. Ooh, Lord, have mercy.
You don't get it. It's deeper than just me. Kim been seeing these men come in my life and dog me out, and you were supposed to be different. And I don't understand, like, why you don't understand that.
Since he don't understand that because it's not in him to understand. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be different for you. See, that's the thing I don't think Erica understands. I think Erica thinks that every man is for her, right? Since why you just can't get to know these men? Give yourself, like, at this point moving forward, I think sis needs to give herself a time frame. Like, I'm going to date this man for at least, I don't know, a year before I start getting intimate with him. Considering the last two most recent relationships ended out very tragically because they ended, right? They started very suddenly and then ended so quickly. I think, again, at the end of the day, this is a lesson for her to learn, you know, as women, y'all, we need to protect our own investment, right? We need to protect ourselves. We are an investment. We need to learn how to protect ourselves. And a lot of times, you guys, it takes experiences in order to understand that. And what I'm hoping now with Erica, within the past 2 years, her going through 2 relationships, literally back to back, and both of them didn't end out well. I hope she understands that. Now, I don't know if she's back with Damian Cryer over there. Me, to be quite honest with you, I probably wouldn't have got back with Damian, because having a kid with him wouldn't have been enough for me, because he had his chance. He had his chance to treat you like the queen that you say you are, and he fumbled the ball on that, okay? I think Erica just needs to start all over with somebody totally brand new, and hopefully somebody that's not on YouTube. Like, sis, for once, keep your relationship off of YouTube, at least for a while, sis. Hey, Mo.
I'm so embarrassed. Like, should no woman ever be able to DM me, sending me anything? Because you should have so much respect for me. Like,
I mean, I get what you're saying. Just like in scenarios that I'd be like, who cares when it comes to that? I'm like, no,
but no, this don't feel, no. Listen to me.
You know what I mean?
When Erica said you should have so much respect for me, Mr. Mucker, that was your time, if you truly meant it, to say, I do have respect for you, and I apologize what I've done. He went on to start talking about Damian. What do that, all that gaslighting and trying to deflect from what's like, what did Damian got to do with this? Did she mention your ex-wife? No. So why are you mentioning Damian in a situation that has nothing to do with him?
This don't compare. This don't compare.
I understand that you got to deal with it because you got to. I get that. However, my mindset be like, I don't give a fuck because of everything that he do. You know, and the way he responds, the way he moves, the way he take care of his child. I don't respect him in that way. That's what I'm talking about. Not that it's apples and apples in terms of.
What does Damian respect taking care of his child got anything to do with the fact that you play 2 women together? What do Damian, how do you know Damian's not taking care of his child? Did Erica tell you that? Because sounds like he does take care of his child monetarily. Why? And he gets the boy. I see him on YouTube videos from time to time. But what does that have to do with what y'all talking about? The whole reason why y'all on this phone, because you were sleeping with another woman, lying to her and lying to Erica at the same time. What does Damian Cryer got to do with that, sir? Oh my gosh.
Because I don't have to deal with her. I get that. We got no connection. The only last connection we had was the real estate, and that's terminated, and it finalized today.
So she's not a part of your company no more, right?
Absolutely not. That's why I said you're not a part of it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We have no feelings. Not one, no reason at all to communicate. Anything that's not done won't get done. I don't give a fuck. We got nothing. When I tell you nothing to talk about, nothing. That's what I'm telling you. It was already terminated anyway, but one of my agents hit me up because I guess they were at some event or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, you know, I don't know if you know it or not, but Janelle said that y'all 2 are dating." And she said, "I didn't believe it. I just want to bring it to your attention." Wow. What else she said?
Who then ran into you and said, "Oh yeah, I ran into Janelle at an event and she said y'all was knocking boots"? Who is having that? Mr. Mucker, you should have been talking to me on the phone. I should have been Erica. Because, baby, when I would have got through with you, you wouldn't have had nothing else to say to anybody else. You had the right one on the phone on that day. Let's continue.
What else she said? And she said, what did she say? But it was all in 10 days, so it didn't really matter. And she was like, But it was something that she said that was just so far-fetched, and that's why the girl was like, wow, like, what's wrong with him? Why was he tempted? But I can't think of what it was. But anyway, it was already
You can't think of what it was because it's a lie, sir. That it's hard to think of the lies, okay, when they coming so damn fast over there.
Just had to go in, the Texas Real Estate Commission. They had to receive the confirmation. So it's finalized today. That's what I sent you. You can see she's under no brokerage. Her status is inactive. So she can't practice real estate right now unless some other brokerage picks her up. But she is not a realtor with Jen. In fact, I can tell you how to look up the friend and look up my company. And you can see every single realtor that's on the roster. And you're not going to see her name on there. I can't make that up. I can't forge that.
Okay, but that don't mean that's your doing. That could have been her doing. She could have decided no longer to be a realtor under the brokerage that you're a realtor under. That don't have nothing to do. That doesn't mean you fired her. That just means she's no longer she's not a realtor under your brokerage company. That's all that means, sir. She could have did that herself. That don't mean you did that. Oh my God, I know that, and I'm not even a damn realtor.
So no, it's no longer part of her company.
I'm still willing to hear this girl. If she's lying, whatever, cool.
Okay. Well, again, I'm gonna call her, and hopefully she answers, and hopefully she be honest, because she is smart enough to maybe try to, play the situation as if she's being recorded.
If this video ever hits YouTube, man, we look like such a beautiful power couple. Like you always tell me about moving certain ways. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
That's why Maya watches all of your stuff. You know that?
Today for my music video. Like, those are my daughters. How many people believe in us? And the only thing that could mess this up, I feel like it's you. Like, you don't understand how much I have worked on for myself, for my kids, for you and your kids. I was sitting up here looking up pianos today for my music video. Like, those are my daughters. Even though we ain't as close as I would like.
How was Mucker's daughters your daughters? Sis, oh my God, this is a mess. Like, it's all the manipulation for me.
Yeah, I was even gonna ask you, could I take her to go get a pedicure so I can, talk to her so she'll start opening up more.
Yeah, they both like you. They both adore you.
You couldn't even say that with a stick. They both like you. They both Mucker. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. I can't take anymore. It's about another 20 minutes, and TMR can't take anymore. Okay, if you want to finish listening to the full audio, go over to Erica's channel. It's series 3, and you can finish over there. TMR can't do it. Oh my God, we're almost at 2 hours, and I got a headache. Okay, I got a whole headache over here. That was rough. That was a lot. Creole's going to be helping raise a new baby. Oh, well, at the end of the day, fact of the matter is, let's sum this all up. There are children that are involved. Okay, so regardless of Erica, that's the thing. Regardless if Erica and Mucker obviously are not friendly with each other, they still got a co-parent. That's why I probably would have prevented with doing all this on the internet on the Mucker side and Erica's side, because clearly both of them know that there's a baby coming. Now, Mucker says it's going to be a DNA test that he wants to ensure that he's the father. Same way Damian Cryer wanted DNA test to ensure he's the father. And it's like, damn, like, why does everybody want a DNA test for Erica? Because me personally, it doesn't seem like Erica some roundaway girl and she's just jumping into bed with everybody. I mean, she jumped in bed with these men, but you just hear about you don't hear about any, like, there's no other men that have came surfaced in this whole story. But these men, in my opinion, thought so low of this girl that they wouldn't even take for granted. Oh, okay, I have been having sex with you. We're together every day doing YouTube and everything else. Oh, you pregnant? Well, then more than likely I'm the daddy, or I am the daddy. It's just all I need a DNA, I need a blood test. I don't know if they're trying to prolong paying child support or what that is. But at this point, Erica probably really should look at that, because that looks bad on her behalf, in my opinion. Because none of these men trust her because she is very manipulative. That definitely could be. That definitely could be. But, it's unfortunate that Erica feels like she needs to put all her personal business on the internet, especially when it's involving her children. Like, these are babies that are not even born yet, that is being drugged through the mud. I don't get that. Like, why? A pregnancy should be a peaceful situation, right? It should be very peaceful. It should be a happy time. And it just seems like every time Erica's pregnant, she's depressed the whole time she's pregnant. Because I think a lot of it is because she's regretting what she did, but obviously she has to deal with the outcome of it. Men say that when they don't want the baby to belong to them. Yeah, that's true too, Make Beauty. But even with you not wanting the baby to belong to you, the DNA test definitely does not lie, okay? If you don't want a baby to belong to you, then use a condom. That's the best way that you can ensure that if a woman get pregnant, it ain't your baby. Because you could definitely say, oh, I used a condom every time we had sex. Okay? That's the best way you can do that over there. All right, y'all. This has been a quite long live, 2 hours. Oh boy, that was a long one. But I wanted to bring this here because I feel like it was just a lot. And I feel like some people can relate to it in some type of way. Maybe you've had a messy, sticky situation like this, and you're probably just thinking to yourself, oh, thank God that's not me anymore. And you definitely have rose to the occasion. You don't allow somebody to manipulate you like that, because I'm gonna tell you something. People go through things when you get into a relationship and you start to get to knowing a person, until you fully know them. There are going to be some things that come about because when you meet a person, you always are meeting a stranger, right? When you meet a person you've never met before, that's a stranger. It takes time to get to know a person, and the time is not 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes, y'all, it take 3 damn years to really get to know a person. So I just hope Erica learned from the lessons that she has been brought to, a lot of the lessons that have came up to her. You said Mucker showed his shadow self in that combo, and it was not a good look. But Erica and these recordings are so low. Yeah, cries be. I hope she really stops that, because sis, can't nobody even talk to you without you recording them. Like, that's weird, sis. Like, you can't have a conversation with someone without recording them. Like, what is going on in your mental status that you feel like you got to record every goddamn phone call that you have, sis? Like, that's weird to me. Like, why do you feel like you need to do that? That's just so weird. I'm to be quite honest with you, I would start FaceTiming her. Okay, if we couldn't FaceTime, we would talk. Okay, because she can't record a FaceTime. Well, maybe she could, but I don't know. You could probably tell if she's recording a FaceTime. I don't know, y'all. But y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for holding on as long as you have. Thanks to all the new subscribers that said they'd subscribe, and we'll definitely keep up with this story as much as we can, because I definitely feel like this is nowhere near the end. Okay, you guys have a really good day and have a really good weekend. If TMR don't see you, by the weekend, or if I see you early now, I don't know, y'all. Y'all know what YouTube is. It who knows? She could screen record on FaceTime. Oh, okay, Tammy. Thank you for telling me that. All right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Have a really good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.